Hi there. I want to talk about our skies. For some of you who are sky gazers like me who enjoy watching the skies, there are many things that we sometimes see at night and are dumbfounded. We don't know what exactly it is. We are gobsmacked. Sometimes there's an object with several lights on, moving very fast. We don't know what it is. Well, this most probably will be a satellite that is flying low orbit. We shall talk about satellites in another episode, but today we are not going to talk about that. But suffice it to say, this year, 2024, there have been a lot of reports by people who have seen a thing that's flying in the sky with too many lights, flying very fast. This is most probably a satellite. There is also, obviously, an aeroplane whose lights are always flashing. We know that we won't need to talk about it. But if you see an unflashing light, a continuous light, chances are you are seeing one of the two flying houses of this world, called the International Space Station, or the one from China called Tiangong Space Station. Both of them are 8 times faster than a bullet. The International Space Station, herein referred to as the ISS, usually has 7 people inside it, while the Tiangong usually has 3 Chinese astronauts. We'll explain many of the things and the do's and don'ts of these stations in another episode. Just subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss out. But for today, we want to concentrate on where you can watch these 2 big flying houses, the International Space Station and the Tiangong Space Station. Well, the best times to observe the ISS and the Tiangong is when it's nighttime at your location and the space station is sunlit. Often, such a viewing occurs when it's early in the morning, just before the sun comes out, or at sunset in the evening. It is also easier to see them at night if there are no clouds. A light that will not be blinking will tell us it's one of these 2. It will be moving very fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry in the skies. Now, here are the times and days you can see these stations in Zimbabwe, end of December and early January 2025. We have some lines shown on the map which show the routes they will take. An imitation of the houses, the flying houses that will be moving on these routes will be shown. While the red and blue lines show the route, the red part shows where the flying house is at its most visible. On Tuesday, 31 December, the one to wake us up will be the Tiangong, which will be viewed at 23 minutes to 5, or of 04:37:21, with 21 seconds to 18 minutes to 5, 04:42:36. From the west of northwest to southeast, coming from the Angolan direction, and will pass on top of the border of the Kasungula border, meaning it will now be close to Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Zambia. Then it's mostly in the south of Zimbabwe as it goes to Mozambique and then the Indian Ocean. It will pass mostly through Matabeleland North, through Matabeleland South and Midlands, Masingo provinces. Those in places like Bulawayo, Esigodini, Gwanda, Mberengwa, Mwenezi, and Chiredzi will be able to see it. Most parts of Zimbabwe in its route will see it clearly if nothing disturbs the skies. After watching the Tiangong, we'll wait for the evening where we'll watch the ISS. On Tuesday, 31 December, the ISS will be visible from 1948:26 seconds, that is 12 minutes to 8 with 26 seconds, to 1952:27, that is 8 minutes to 8 and 27 seconds. It will be from the south of southwest to the east of northwest. It will pass through Pretoria, South Africa, and then the east of Harare near Bindura, Madziva, and Mount Darwin, Rushinga to Malawi. It will be very visible in Zimbabwe if nothing disturbs the skies. So, make a date with that time. I know you'll be awake waiting for your New Year celebrations. Now, most people will not sleep on the New Year's Day, so there's a bonus watch in the skies on 1 June. The Tian can be seen from 20 minutes to 4, which is 03:40 and 44 seconds, to 12 minutes to 4, which is 03:43 and 10 seconds. It will be from the east of southeast to southeast. It will be moving from the DRC, Angola, Zambia, then enter Zimbabwe through to Mozambique. Places in Zimbabwe it will be most visible will be Matabeleland South, Masvingo, Midlands, Mashonaland West, Harare, as well as Mashonaland East, Mashonaland Central, Mashonaland East, and Manicaland. Places like Kanyemba, Hurungwe, Karoi, Chinoi, Mutorashanga, Guruve, Darwin, Centenary, Chiweshe, Bindura, Rushinga, Mtoko, Mure, Wanyanga are likely to see it. But it's not very clear until it reaches the border of Zimbabwe with Mozambique through to the Indian Ocean. On the same day, the ISS would not be very visible in Zimbabwe. It will pass through Durban in South Africa, going through to Maputo in Mozambique to the Indian Ocean. It will be visible at 18:59 with 55 seconds, which is 1 minute to 7 with 55 seconds, up to 19:05:46, which is 5 minutes past 7. It will be from the south of southwest to east of northeast. But like we said, it will not be very visible in Zimbabwe. That's the ISS. On Thursday, January the 2nd, the ISS will be seen from 1947-42, which is 13 minutes to 8 with 42 seconds, to 1952-12, which is 8 minutes to 8 with 12 seconds, from the west-southwest to the north-northwest. It will not be over Zimbabwe, but it will be direct from Namibia, Zambia, and Tanzania. On Friday, 3 January, the Tiangong is the first one we will see from 03:19:18, which is 19 minutes past 3 in the morning with 18 seconds, to 03:20:24, which is 20 minutes past 3 with 24 seconds. It will be from the south-southeast to the south-southeast, almost like it did on 31 December. The Tiangong will be coming from the Angolan direction and will pass on top of the border of Kasungula, meaning it will now be close to Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Zambia. Then it will go to the south of Zimbabwe as it goes to Mozambique, and then the Indian Ocean. It will pass mostly through Matabeleland North, Matabeleland South, Midlands, Masvingo provinces. So those in places like Bulawayo, Esigodini, Gwanda, Mberengwa, Ngwenezi, and Chiredzi, you can make a date, though its visibility is very poor until it reaches the Indian Ocean. On the same day, Friday, the ISS will be seen from 18:58:15, which is 2 minutes to 7, to 19:04:48, which is 4 minutes past 7 and 48 seconds. It will be from the southwest to the north-northeast. It will move from South Africa, Botswana, then get into Zimbabwe, Matabeleland South and Matabeleland North, Midlands, Mashonaland West, Mashonaland Central, and places like Plumtree, Binga, Gokwe, Victoria Falls, Kanyemba. From Botswana to Zimbabwe, it will be very visible. So make a date on Friday, 3 January with the ISS. I know most of you won't be fast asleep that time. So these are the times that we can give you right now. But we want you to watch our video, which we'll be producing in a few days' time, which will tell you what these things are, what these objects are, these flying houses are, what do they do, what will the people that will be in those houses be doing, how long do they stay there, how did they get there, how do they fly in the skies, what do they eat, how do they go to the toilets, and everything else. So make a date with us. Just subscribe to our channel. We'll be telling you about all that in the near future. Thank you.